سلام و درود به همه عزیزای دلم. هیرو هستم. امیدوارم که حال دلتون خوب باشه. یه مصاحبه خفن داریم با آقای آستین لوچیا، 28 ساله، اهل نیومکسیکوی آمریکا. در حال حاضر مأمور حراست هستم و 2 سالی میشه که از پیرگی به پروانگی در اومدن. در واقع میخوایم از تجربیات ایشون استفاده کنیم، باشد که رستگار باشیم. یادتون نره که ویدیو رو به اشتراک بذارین و اینکه دوستتون دارم تا ابد.
ریه هم پر سربه ولی سرم پریده، چیزی که واسه همه بده به من انگیزه میده. شبی ما تا حالا کسی توی زندگیش ندیده، کی مثل من بعد روزگار به جون خریده. من واسه همه سایه بونم بدون این که بدونم، تکیه‌گاه بوده همیشه واسه بقیه شونم بدون این که بدونم.
Hi guys, my name's Austin Lee Ochoa. I'm 28. I live in Los Lunas, New Mexico, and I'm a security guard over here at Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Thank you, Austin. It is our pleasure getting to know you. And let's just start with the question that when or what, if anything, ever made you realize that you are a trans guy?
I think growing up, I never really had the words to put how I felt. I didn't even really realize it. So when I got older, I started watching YouTube videos of other guys transitioning, and in a way, I was living through them. I remember staying up 3 hours at night, probably 1 to 2 in the morning, just watching videos, and it hit me one day. I always felt like I was playing boy all my life, but around 2015, I think, is when I really came to terms with myself and I was honest with who I am.
I see. And what do you identify as right now?
I identify as a trans man using he and him pronouns.
And tell us your come out story, Austin. How did you come out to your family and friends, and how did they accept you as a trans man?
I came out to my family one at a time, and same with my friends. I gave them enough time to handle it on their own and enough privacy, that way if they wanted to react in whatever way, it was okay. Everyone acted very well. They were very supportive. I released a video on my birthday about it, and people, they blew me away with their kindness.
This kind of successful coming out stories hardly ever happen in Iranian families, because not all the people are educated enough, and their reaction most of the time is insane. Anyway, I applaud for you deciding to do the surgery was the right choice. What influenced your decision?
What influenced my surgery definitely was dysphoria. I was very uncomfortable with my body, and I knew that getting that surgery was something that would honestly save my life, and it definitely has.
So, tell us about your top surgery. How was the experience, and how long did it take for you to heal?
My top surgery wasn't too bad. I had a minor blood clot, but it went through the tubes just fine. Other than that, I had no complications. The healing time was about 2 months.
What do you tell people when they ask about your chest scars?
Now when people ask about my scars, they always ask if I had open heart surgery or if I've been in the war. But I'm very proud, so I'm very honest as well, and I just tell them who I am. And a lot of times they're taken back, but I'm proud of my scars.
I'm so proud of you, dude. Did you undergo the bottom surgery? And in between two methods that trans guys can use, I mean metodioplasty or phalloplasty, which one do you prefer?
I have not had bottom surgery yet, and my thoughts on it, I'm not in any rush to. I'm honestly waiting for technology to improve a little bit more. If I had to pick between one, I'd definitely be leaning towards phalloplasty though.
How do you feel when people get too curious and ask about your genitalia and your private parts, actually?
A hurtful question for me is when people ask me about what's in between my pants. It's none of your business. If they ask me about bottom surgery, they usually go, oh, you're doing all this, but you're not going to get the bottom surgery though, are you? It's to be expected in my transition. Every guy's different, but also it's no business of yours. I don't go asking about your private parts. Please don't ask about mine.
I don't know why most people don't understand that they shouldn't ask about the things that they shouldn't. Anyway, tell us about your testosterone intake and how it has influenced your body. Which effects of this hormone you like the most and which ones you dislike. Tell us all about it.
I take my testosterone every 2 weeks. Testosterone has made such an impact on my body. Quick head to toe, definitely gave me a widow's peak, made my nose a little bit bigger, gave me some facial acne, facial hair, more body hair, defined my muscles. My weight distribution has gone very well. It's shaped me, my hips are thinning out. My likes about the testosterone is definitely my body build, my facial hair, and my voice. Also, my confidence. Some of the things I don't like are the acne and having to take injections.
For curious people out there, tell us what is your sexuality and how do you have sex as a trans man?
I am pansexual and I have sex just like everybody else. I use prosthetics, toys, and myself.
What have your experiences with male privilege been like after transitioning? I mean, when you pass to other people as a man, do they treat you differently than before transitioning?
I get treated a lot differently than I did before I transitioned. Before, I was labeled as a dyke. Now, I'm labeled as a sir. I call it the dyke versus sir. It's crazy how much more respect you get for just being a man. It's insane.
What was the hardest part of your transition? Is there anything that you will regret for after transitioning and starting the journey?
I think definitely the negativity that comes from it just because people don't understand or they choose to be a certain way. Also, being patient with loved ones. Sometimes that can be hard. And the only thing I really regret is not doing it sooner. For me, it's when people are very hostile or negative or aggressive. If they find out what I am. Luckily I haven't experienced that, but that's always in the back of my head that I'm gonna one day come across somebody like that. And I work in the security field, so I know how to de-escalate situations, but something like that, I just hope I never have to deal with one day.
What is the most hurtful question anyone ever can ask?
The most hurtful question for me is when people challenge my religious beliefs. Now, I consider myself a man of God. I think that God would not have allowed me to be this if I wasn't supposed to. I wouldn't be thriving, I wouldn't be happy, I wouldn't be helping other people. And when people want to go down that route, all I can do is, show them my faith and be kind. Because I'm not going to let them rile me up because I know what I believe.
Don't you ever miss the person that you were before all this journey?
I always say that I love myself enough to be who I am today. And that person was hurting, and this person isn't.
Has anyone ever made you feel that you're not trans enough?
A lot of people have tried, but no one has succeeded.
What is the best way to support a trans guy?
The best way you can help somebody that you know that is trans is just by being accepting. They're always afraid that they're going to run into that one person that's not going to treat them right. So just try not to be that person.
Do you have any suggestions for other trans guys who have not started the journey yet?
The best advice I can give to you is to take your time and to enjoy it and be true to yourself, no matter what. I just want to thank you a lot for giving me this opportunity to even do this interview. It's really cool that you thought of me, and I'm glad you came across my profile, and hopefully we can help some people and educate some people, and I'm all about that. Thank you again. I do appreciate it.
And thank you, Austin, for the time that you devoted to this interview, and it's going to be helpful for a lot of trans guys all around Iran and maybe all around the world. I wish you luck wherever you are and whatever you do. Peace.